Looking to land your first commission? Genie's here to help. But actually, our admin used to be a full-time freelance artist, so she's more qualified than me to discuss this topic, so I'll leave you guys with her.
Huh? Where were we? Okay, yeah, getting commissions. So actually, a lot of people think the key to getting clients for commissions is simply by doing marketing. Although not wrong, there is actually a crucial first step that you have to consider before doing your marketing, and that is figuring out a compelling service that will make people want to commission you in the first place. Let's put it this way. This company is trying to sell you a lawnmower or lawn mowing services, but you don't have a lawn. So no amount of marketing and amount of ads is going to convince you to either get that lawnmower or the service they provide, right? So the same thing applies to art. So the first question you actually have to ask yourself is, who are my clients and what art do they want? What is the demand and what can I specifically supply? Let's say, for example, your art niche is drawing characters from this specific fandom. What would people be willing to pay for in this fandom? Would they want to spend money on custom art of themselves with their favorite character? That's a possibility, right? Or for example, with fantasy art, right? You will probably consider doing D&D commissions, but you could also look at book talk community for fantasy books. I'm sure a lot of people would love to see their favorite characters illustrated. You get the idea. You have to sort of think about what the demand could be for your existing niche. How do you figure out the demand? By researching. You can find out what's high in demand in general. For example, VTubers are constantly looking for artists to commission for their own branding. So what could you provide to them? What kind of art do they like? What do VTubers need for streaming? And this is where you can take it a step further with analyzing trends. For example, Field of Mystria is a new cozy game that recently came out and is super trendy. So people, especially content creators, want to see themselves in the video game's art style. And this is an opportunity for you, especially if you're a pixel artist, to open commissions in that game's art style. However, even if you're not a pixel artist, the game is super popular because of the villagers you can romance in it. So offering couple art here could also be a huge hit. Anticipating what people could want or will want and positioning your art and your commission services accordingly can give you a very significant advantage. Once you've done some research and actually thought about who to target and what to provide with your services, then you can focus on marketing and advertising yourself to the relevant people you're trying to target. This video though is already getting quite long, so I guess I'll be making a comeback next week to talk specifically about marketing. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll try and cover them in next week's video as well. I guess, bye everyone. Genie, please don't ever do this to me.